This is my slideshow, Different Faces of Apple Pie by Emily Saunders. I started doing this slide, I wasn't too sure about what to put on here. So, of course, when you think apple pie, I thought of our country because nothing's as American as apple pie, as people say. So, I looked it up and I found some sayings. Some of the sayings were from mom to apple pie or as American as apple pie. And I found out it is a symbol of home, tradition, and plenty. In the 90s, a 8-movie series came out called American Pie. I think the first movie came out 1999 to be exact. But I've watched these ever since they came out, and apple pie just reminds me of these movies because there's so many of them, and if you have ever seen any of the series, you would know that I think it was in the first one, there was a little part that had to do with apple pie, and it just tied them all together, but it was a little inappropriate. These are still some of my favorite movies. The movies are American Pie, American Pie 2, American Pie Wedding, American Pie Band Camp, American Pie Naked Mile, American Pie Better House, American Pie The Book of Love, and the last one they made was The American Reunion. I haven't seen all of these, but the ones I watched made me laugh. Here are some of the movie covers from the series. As you can see, the original sequels all had pies on the covers, and the ones that kind of branched from the original movies don't. I've never actually made apple pie before, but I always watch my grandma make it, and I don't necessarily like the taste of it, but the smell always reminds me of when we all got together in my grandma's house and we'd all bake in the kitchen together during the holidays. I wasn't quite sure what else to put on this slideshow, so I looked up the recipe, and this is what I found. The ingredients are 1 recipe pastry for a 9-inch double crust pie, a half a cup of unsalted butter, 3 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 1/4 cup of water, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 1/2 cup packed brown sugar, and 8 Granny Smith apples peeled, colored, and sliced. And y'all can use that if you want to make apple pie. The directions to make apple pie. I didn't read through all of these, but I don't plan on making apple pie. So this is just for if y'all decide to make it from my slideshow. I've seen a lot of other apple pie desserts other than just apple pie. I didn't know all of them, so I looked up some to just give an example on my slideshow. And some of the ones I found were miniature apple pies, inside-out apple pies, apple pie cookies, apple pie dip, skinny single-serve apple pie, and apple pie cheesecake parfaits. They all sound pretty good, but assuming that I don't like apple pie, I probably wouldn't like to eat any of those. Some interesting facts before my slideshow is over, I would like to add. Apple pie is believed to be made for the first time in England 600 years ago. Early English apple pies had no sugar because it cost too much. Instead, sweet fruits like figs were added. I'm sure that didn't taste too good. Granny Smith, like the bright green apple, was actually a person. This was the most interesting fact that I found. She and her family owned an apple orchard, and it was believed that she accidentally crossed a wild European crabapple with the more commonly grown orchard apple, and the delicious new fruit was named the Granny Smith in her honor. Well, thank you, Granny Smith, because that was my favorite apple. I'm not too sure how you cross apples, but you did a good job. And that is all. And that is the end of my slideshow. Thank you for watching. This is a website that I got the fact from, by the way.